Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another exciting unboxing video. And in today's video we have a Vivo X60 Pro. We will check the features of this phone, like what are the specs, what's the camera like, but first we need to do the unboxings. So without further wasting time, let's start the video. First thing, after opening the box, we get the phone itself. Then we have a clear case for the phone, same tray print and instruction manual, Vivo flash charger for super fast charging, headphones, charging cable, and headphone connector itself. That's all we have in the box. As soon as you take the phone out of the box, you can see that this is an elegant phone and it looks like a very premium phone, to be honest. The phone has a Gorilla Glass 6 on front and back, so it's a very durable phone. It's very comfortable to hold this phone in the hand. The buttons are very nice and clicky. Though I wish the button would be more wider, then it will be easier to use. The back of the phone is frosty looking finish to keep the fingerprints away, though it's very slippery to use. The camera is designed very nicely, though it sticks out significantly if you want to use it without the case. On the front you can see very thin bezels, and in the middle you can see the front camera hole. There's also an optical fingerprint scanner in the screen, which is very easy and very fast to use. If you're coming from a Samsung phone, it's actually placed lower on the screen, so it will be hard to use in the first. As we talk about the screen, it's a 6.5-inch AMOLED display and it's full HD display. The refresh rate on this phone is 120 Hz and the sampling rate is 240 Hz. It's a very good display, to be honest. It's a curved panel phone, so not everyone is gonna like it. The brightness of the phone is really good, so if you're using this phone in a sunny environment, it will be easy to use. Battery of this phone is 4200 milliamp and you can charge this phone in 54 minutes. It does have a fast charger with it. The sound quality of this phone is not really good, which is very disappointing. Though the phone coming with the same price range does have a stereo sound system in them. So now let's talk about the triple setup camera at the back. The main camera is 48 megapixel with gimbal stabilization. The ultra wide camera is 13 megapixel with autofocus and stabilization, and there's also a telephoto camera which is 13 megapixel with 2x zoom. Vivo has collaborated with Zeus, so it would be very interesting to see the camera optimization. After taking some pictures outside, I've realized that the pictures were very saturated. It turned out to be the AI mode was on by default, so I had to turn it off to get more real looking pictures. In the end, there's plenty of contrast in the picture, there's plenty of details as well, there's less noise, so the picture looked very good. I took some pictures in the ultra wide mode as well. The sharpness is very fine, there is no noise at all, so it was perfectly crisp clear picture coming in the ultra wide mode. Thanks to the autofocus, if you take it right near to the object, it will take very interesting pictures and very beautiful pictures. So while taking pictures at night time, the night mode processing was on by default. So the pictures were coming very detailed, very nice, but with a lot of contrast as well. But there were a lot of saturation as well. I think because of the AI mode was on by default, probably that's why. Upon turning on the night mode, the exposure is more bright, there's more contrast in the picture and there's less saturation. Pictures were showing more dynamic range after turning on the night mode. And there was less noise in the pictures. The X60 Pro can take portraits with 1x zoom and 2x zoom with the main camera and the telephoto camera. The 32 megapixel front camera can take very good pictures provided with a good light with a wide dynamic range. It can also take portraits, but it's not really good. You have to take a lot of pictures to get a good picture out of that. Okay, now so let's talk about the video camera. It's a 48 megapixel camera and you can make 4K 60 frames per second or 30 frames per second video out of it. The video quality is very sharp, it's less saturated, but there's less dynamic range in it. However, if you're making a video in ultra wide mode, the picture is very crisp, very sharp, and there's a lot of contrast in it with a wide dynamic range. There are two types of stabilization in this, a standard stabilization and a super stabilization. Normal stabilization is available on all the cameras, however the anti-shake stabilization is only available on the main camera with the HD resolution. While using the stabilization, the standard stabilization gave a very nice and crisp picture without any wobble in it and without any shaking in it. While using the standard stabilization, it was showing exceptionally stable video. Unfortunately, when I was making a video with super shake anti-stabilization, it was showing more bumps and more shakes in it. I don't know why though. It is supposed to be more better, it is supposed to be more good than the standard stabilization. Okay, let's come to the conclusion now after using this phone for some time. Despite the fact this phone has unimpressive battery and unimpressive speed, this phone is gorgeously designed. It's very beautiful phone and I think Vivo has done a lot of things right in this phone. Its siblings are 20% cheaper than this phone, but they don't have stabilization in them. The display is actually a flat surface display, so these are the things missing in them. However, OnePlus 9 is more impressive than this and it's actually sort of the same price, and OnePlus has bigger battery and bigger ultra wide sensor as well. One more thing, the last thing I forgot to mention is this phone doesn't have a headphone jack in it. so you have to live with it. I think a lot of phones are coming without the headphone jack. Having said that, thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you like this video. In order to improve my videos, I would love to have your suggestions in the comment box. Please leave your suggestions in the comment box so I can make my videos better to best. Thank you very much for watching this video, and please subscribe to the channel to keep me motivated. Thank you.